Good morning, good people. It's me again, Brother Jude Emmanuel. I don't know what day it is because this is a backup video, but I got a good message for you anyhows. So, I would like to talk with you about the Confessions of St. Augustine. The Confessions of St. Augustine, classical work. I think at some point we should all take a glance and read it. Not because, it's a classic and it's something that we should all read, but there's a profound message in there about the grace of God. Well, for example, whenever we hear the word confessions, oftentimes we like to think, let's think about Augustine's sins and his past life. And whenever we apply to ourselves, we tend to think about our own sins and our own past life. Well, that's a pretty narrow-minded way of looking at confessions. In fact, confessions is not only just Augustine confessing his faults to God and admitting that he had failed severely in so many parts, but the bigger picture here that Augustine was trying to show us is that in spite of everything happening in Augustine's life, he wanted to confess the goodness and grace of God that has always been with him, that accompanied him, and he begins to ask himself, the goodness and grace of God that has been present in my life in college with my mother in Milan. He acknowledges the grace of God that always accompanied him. And he begins to wonder, where was I when God was with me and God was pouring out his love and trying to invite me to walk with him? Same thing in our own lives. I think we need to reflect every time we go into the sacrament of confession. Not only should we focus on our sins, but we should also confess the goodness and grace of God that is always with us, that accompanies us, and is inviting us back to God himself constantly. Confessing that God, who is love, is constantly loving us, and acknowledging that, celebrating that, but also keeping in mind, no matter what may happen, the goodness and grace of God will always be there waiting for us to respond back to it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless you, and let's confess the goodness and grace of God that is ever present and with us. Have a good day.